I'm going to show you how to start weaving with this loom. The first thing you need to check that in the middle here, in the heddle, this is called the heddle, you have one thread in each hole, and you have one thread in each hole. Sometimes they move away like that. That's okay because it's easy to fix it, but just make sure you check before you start. The second thing you need to check that the thread is kind of hard and tense. If it is not, you can turn this part, turn it down a little and then fix with the screws, okay? In case some of the side threads are loose, like this one here is a bit looser than the rest, or here, you need to check because they get loose very often. You take a small piece of wood, like wooden stick, I call these like my magic tool. You put it under the thread there, maybe like this, and push it all the way to the end. I try to do it with one hand, it's not easy, like that, and then push it down here to this side, and that will keep that thread taut. Make sure it goes back where it's supposed to be, okay? Just makes it taut like that, okay? So in case somebody has a loose thread at the end, then this is how you fix it. Now when we weave, we have our yarn on a shuttle like that, okay? And the first thing we do, we turn the heddle to one side, and then the thread open up, so there is this hole between them. Can you see that? So you take your shuttle with the yarn and go in between that hole, okay? You pull it out on the other side. You pull so much, so you have a little end left, little tail. Now you pull it down here. Well, we put some paper here to show where we start the weaving, so don't start under this little wooden stick. So you pull it so it looks like a little hill, okay? Then turn this back to the other side, and then you use your comb to pull it down. I don't have a comb right now, but so you just pull it down kind of straight. And then we need to go backwards, but before we go back with the shuttle, don't do this yet, because before that we need to fold the end back. So this one needs to go under 1, 2, 3, 4 threads, okay? Just count the ones that are on the top. So under 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 threads, can you see? Like that. And pull it down. And now here comes the most important part. It always, when we turn, when you pull this yarn, don't pull so that the last thread turns in. That's too much already. You see that it moved, that was too much. So you make sure that this one stays without moving. It touches the last one that doesn't move, okay? You leave this here. Now we go back with the shuttle from the other side. So we go back, pull it out. Again, watch when you are pulling. So I will go close here. Watch what I do. I pull until it touches this last one, and I'm going to make like a hill. So it needs to touch this last one, but not pull it inside. It's still straight, but if I pull a little bit more, you see how the thread moves in? That's not good. So we need to pull this back a little. This should stay straight all the time. So pull a little, turn your heddle. So I turn the heddle, push this down. Sometimes it happens that you have a little loop here, like a bit too much. Then you can pull the yarn just a little bit to check that it's just perfect, okay? So now we have turned the yarn, go back again, go back again, pull it out, and again just pull only so it touches the last thread but doesn't pull it in. This one shouldn't be there. So here it touches but doesn't pull in. Make a hill, turn your heddle, take your comb and pull it down. Now when you have your comb, like I don't have right now, you can pull it down much, much better. And it's very important when you measure how much you have made that you pull it down with your comb so tight that we don't see these whites. So this is not very good yet. But when we have more, it's easier to pull down. Okay, this is how you start. Now when you run out of yarn, imagine that we only have a little left, or maybe you want to change colors. You just have a little left here. Then you weave this one in again under 4 threads here. Okay. Fold it down nicely and just leave it hanging here. Then you take your next color and start from the other side. So don't start here because then we will have 2 ends folded back. It will be a little bit bulky. Don't start on this side, then start on the other side. Okay? Now, when we are doing the color blocks, this is what you do. Let me stop and then I will make a new one with the color blocks.